So my topic for the webinar is calling Portlet as a web service in Liferay. So basically, as we all know, like what is a web service in a basic concept. So the same concept applies in the Liferay also. Like any other web service, we can call our Portlet as a web service in Liferay using REST and SOAP API, both. Because Liferay is providing this facility that we can make our Portlet as a service, put it on the respective URL, and anyone can access our Portlet as a web service. So that is the same thing I have written. So basically, see, this is the little bit of theoretical part. Like suppose what is the web service, making Portlet as a web service. So I will just give you a brief overview because theoretical is not that much because you can read also from any document. So I will just provide a little brief about that, like what is web service, overview of a web service. So the main basic principles that I am going to cover is first of all introduction about a web service. Are you hearing me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hello.
Yes, please continue.
Taking Portlet as a web service. Third one is calling Portlet as a web service with SOAP API. I will do a demonstration also using Eclipse. Fourth one is calling Portlet as a web service with REST API, and last one is a conclusion. So basically now start with what is a web service. So as we all know, like suppose a web service is what, like whatever in a layman term, if I will say. So web service is something made by one producer, like take an example for a calculator. So someone has made a web service of calculator. So he will put that calculator service on a UDDI. Basically, it's what you can say, a destination where all the web services are kept. So basically, anyone can make that web service, put it on the UDDI, that is a registry, and service requester is the one who is requesting for the web service, and service provider is the one who will provide that web service. So service provider first make that service, put it on the UDDI, and any service requester can access that web service. So basically, you can get that idea by this diagram. Can you see this? So you can get the idea by this diagram, like service provider is putting his web service on a UDDI, and service requester is requesting from his web service from UDDI and able to use that web service. So this is little bit a technical part. Like suppose the one which is written here WSDL SOAP, it is little bit a technical part. Like suppose in which language basically it is communicating. So it is called the WSDL. It's a web service description language. Basically, it's in XML format. So basically, service provider will put that web service on a UDDI on a same format, and service requester will request for that service. So he will get that result by one WSDL, which is hosted on a local host or wherever. Suppose if you are making this for your app, basically this WSDL will be on the server, on the production server. So service requester can get that file or that web service. So there will be one URL for that, unique URL. For the one web service, there will be one URL. So basically any service requester wants that service. So basically he needs to call that URL and get the result. So this is just a diagramic view. Now the second point is making Portlet as a web service. So basically we need to integrate our Portlet. Like suppose we have made some Portlet. So we need to integrate that Portlet with some ID. In my case, I will use Eclipse basically. You can use any other ID, but for that you need to check how to integrate that web service in your ID. So basically we need to integrate our Portlet with some ID to achieve this objective. So basically let's start actually without wasting a time. I think we should start with a practical implementation of a Portlet that we are going to integrate as a web service. Okay, so let's start. Just a minute. Yeah, Eclipse I'm using. Can you see screen?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Just a minute.
Okay. I have one question. It's about JSON web service. Can you elaborate a little bit about JSON web service?
That is actually the part of the REST.
6.1.
Yeah, that is fine, but actually that is a part of a REST API. So let me cover first. It will not take much time. This is basically a SOAP API. Yeah. It will not take much time. Okay. Then I will move to the REST API and I will explain you that you are talking about the JSON part. That is actually a part of the REST API.
Yes, exactly.
That's what I'm saying. So basically, let me finish with this. This will not take much time. Then I will surely demonstrate you like how you can achieve a REST API in a Liferay.
Okay, sure.
Okay? Okay, so let's start with the, no problem. Let's start with the practical implementation. Just a minute.
Mm-hmm.
See, so first of all, like we are making a, how we are making a project in a Liferay. So first we have to go to File, New, and take one Liferay project. In that, whatever, give a name, like a test plugin. This is the Portlet project name. The same way plugins SDK, Liferay Portal Runtime, and we have to click Next. After that, the default Portal framework in Liferay MVC, we will put that only, and click Finish. So basically our basic portlet is ready now. Now we have to make this portlet as a web service. So first of all, what we will do, we will create a one service builder that is used for a database purpose. So we will first create that. So for that you have to go to the right click, go to the new, and you have to search for a service builder here. Like this, Liferay service builder. You have to click next. Here you will provide whatever package path you have. Suppose we are providing com.liferay.test. This is the package path, and namespace whatever we can give, I will give a test. After that, click a finish. So basically the one service.xml is ready with the dummy data. So you have to now fill up that service.xml with whatever fields or whatever table you want. Like we are getting this. Now suppose this is the entity name. So this name will be a table name in the database. So whatever we can give, I will give an employee. See, here this is a remote service equal to true. Why this keep as a true? Because by keeping this as a true, whatever final methods or whatever methods we are defining here, so that will be used as a web service by using this remote service as a true. Otherwise it will not use as a web service. It will be used as a local method. For using a method, for using a finder method as a web service, you have to put this remote service as a true. Fine? After that, after that we are putting a whatever like employee, this is ID, this is the field. So we will put like only as a web ID, type is a long, that is fine. We don't require this extra fields, we will just keep one field. So I have removed all things, like suppose put this as a name and string. We are not required this also. So we will remove this. Let's keep one finder method for that. So whatever name you can give, like a type is a collection, that is fine. And give name as a name. This is the finder column. So this is the name should be same as this column. Because this name should exist in your column name. You cannot. Fine. So that is the service.xml. Now, after that, you need to build basically. So I am using Eclipse only for building. You can also use a terminal for building, but for that you need to type a command. But I will use this only. So basically, you have to go right click anywhere, go to the Liferay and click on a build service. Then make sure that your build is successful. Otherwise, it will be a problem. So make sure that from wherever you are building it, the build should be successful. So it will take just a little time. So my build is successful. So that's okay. Now what we need to do? See, we have created. So basically we have created it. Just a minute. Okay, that is fine. Now we need to do. What we need to do is, see, when we are publishing, we are building a service. So basically the required classes are already created. Now what we have to do is, we have to basically change some classes. Like suppose we have done this, that is fine, that is fine. Okay. So what we have to do right now, is we have to basically go to the project, because we have to add our service in Java build path for making this possible. Like suppose from right click, go to the Java build path. Here it's the source folder is already there. So we have to put our service, what we have built in that. So basically check this, click OK. So it will come here and select it. So that will be added, that is fine. Now by building this service, that is the required classes are created. So basically in SRC, COM, Liferay, test, this is the basically a package path, COM, Liferay, test, which we gave in a service.xml. So the same hierarchy will be followed here in SRC, COM, Liferay, test. There is a service, there is a IMPL. There are two classes here, employee local service IMPL and employee service IMPL. So basically we need to see, basically we are implementing a CRUD operation here. So basically we need to put whatever logic in these classes, because once we added the methods, whatever create method, remove method, update method, whatever we want, we can add here and perform the service. Whatever method we are adding here, like suppose this is the local service IMPL and this is the service IMPL. So basically whatever method we are adding here, we can access this method as a service when this project is complete, successful. Like whatever method we are defining here, the same method will be used as a web service. Like I have defined a create method. So create method will be used as a web service. Anyone can call that create method using some UI and insert the data in a database. So we will do that. So basically this is the step for that, because I need to write a code. That's why I kept with me. So this is the CRUD operation. For the CRUD operation, we need to take this. Okay. So for the service process. So this is here. Now that is fine. Okay, that is fine. So basically I have added 4 methods: create, update, find by name and remove. So basically these are the 4 methods. Now I have to again build a service for taking effect, because this is a local service IMPL. Once I will build the service, it will come to the employee local service util classes. So from there we are using it. So basically Liferay and a build service. Again, make sure that your build is successful. I hope you are getting.
Yeah.
Okay. So you are basically familiar with Liferay, or you are a new?
Yeah, I'm familiar with it.
Familiar with it. Okay, so see, build is successful. Now the same thing I need to do for employee service IMPL, because this is the class where the methods are actually used as a remote. So basically we need to do this step for making our methods as a web service. So the same thing I need to do here. From where it comes. Okay, this is fine. So same 4 method I have here. This is the local service util class, that is also fine. Again I need to build service for this and make sure that service is successful. Okay, that is fine. So after that, see, these steps are done. So now basically what we have created the methods, but now the main part is the SOAP class. from where we are accessing the method. So basically we have done this, that is fine. Okay. So see, actually the Liferay version, what I am using, like I am using a Liferay version of 6.1.0 GA1. So basically what it has a problem, like suppose when it is generating this SOAP class, you will find that SOAP class in service HTTP employee service SOAP class here. So what it is doing when it is generating this SOAP class, so it is not able to convert that SOAP class into the respective SOAP. Like suppose when you find, like here is the given bug, like you need to change your method, like suppose create method, update method, you need to change. Why change? Because see, when you are seeing this, like suppose it is a model as an object here. So it is the object of employee, but actually this SOAP class requires this object should be an employee SOAP object. Employee SOAP means the classes of a web service. It should be the employee SOAP object, not the employee object. But Liferay, by building a service, it is not able to automatically convert this object into an employee SOAP object. That's why this is given as a bug. So basically for implementing, for doing success, you need to basically change this. So I will do whatever, suppose employee, instead of employee, I will take employee SOAP. One change is there. Another one is create method will give error because it is expecting an employee SOAP. So I will provide that also. com.liferay.test.model.imcl.employee model imcl. I will convert basically into the employee SOAP. So it will not give error. That is the one thing. And the same thing I need to do for a update method. Basically this is the bug in Liferay.
Which version of the Liferay?
6.1.0 GA1.
Okay.
So I don't know about the other version, but for this version you need to do this. Otherwise it will not get success. This is the one change.
This is you're referring to the community edition.
No, yeah, I'm referring to a community edition.
Yeah.
Not the enterprise one. Yeah. That is fine. See, I will change this. And one more thing is like, suppose I have to do this for a find by name method, because again it is returning an object of an employee. I need to do it for an employee SOAP. So I will change this, and the same thing I will do for a return. That is fine. So basically I have changed to, I have converted this to the SOAP model. Return value is this. Okay. I think that is fine. So that is okay. That are the basically manual change you need to do. Maybe I didn't found any solution for that. So this is the thing you need to do. Now you have to basically, you have done this. Now you have to basically build your WSDL file. Oh, that file will be hosted on a whatever I am using right now. I am doing in a local host, so basically it will be on a local host or whatever. So basically that is the main file which contains your services. So service provider will use that file and get your services. So basically for that you need to right click, go to the Liferay and do a build WSDL. So make sure that it is successful. Yeah, it is not giving any error. That means it is successfully deployed. So that's okay. Now once we did this, we need to, our server needs to start, like Liferay Tomcat. If already started, then okay. Then we need to compile our portlet. So basically right click on the portlet, go to the Liferay, go to SDK and do a compile. Make sure that build compile is successful. So build successful means it is successful. Then deploy. So right click SDK, do deploy. Make sure deploy is successful. Okay. I think my server is started. Just a minute. Okay, I have to I'm starting my server. Just a minute. Yeah, here it is. Let me try. It is deploying. Yeah, that is available for use. So I have deployed my portlet, like test plugin portlet is available for use. So that is okay. After that, what you need to do, you need to go for using this portlet. So basically you can go to the local host. Okay, not 8080. Okay, that is fine. Using whatever, paste, to log in, and from there you can add more, and your portlet will be here. So mine one is a test plugin. I will add that. So basically you can see the message, this is a test plugin portlet. So that is fine. It means your portlet is deployed successfully. That is fine. After that, what you need to do is, you need to go for the WSDL file, which is you will find on this URL. So go to that URL. So here you will find that your services, like you have created a 4 methods: create, find by name, remove, and update. So you will find this, and for that the same WSDL is there. So basically this is the main file from where the services are coming whenever we are calling it. So this is the service part, like a producer part. This is the first part, like a producer part. Okay, our services are ready. We have built a WSDL for that. Now the another part is a client part, means how to use this service, who are going to use this service. That is called the client part. So this is the service part. Service is ready. Now we are going to use it. So another part is a client part. For that again we need to follow some steps. So again come here. Go. Now for that you need to make another project. That is a client project. We can call this is a service project which is providing a service. So we can call another term, this is the producer. Now we need to make a consumer for that. So for that you can make any dynamic project. So let's say dynamic project, any name, test plugin client. I hope you are following. Test plugin client, that is fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Liferay, that is, no, this is the wrong. See, target runtime now our Tomcat, because we need a two separate Tomcat here. Because on one Tomcat our service will run, our consumer producer will run, on another our this project, client project will run. So for that we need a two Tomcat. So for that I will use this another simple Apache Tomcat, not the Liferay Tomcat. This should not be a Liferay Tomcat because this is the dynamic project, not the Liferay project. So for that I use a simple Apache Tomcat. That is okay, that is fine, and click finish. Click next, generate web.xml, and click finish. So my client project, basic client project is ready. Okay, that is fine. Now what I need to do is, I need to basically call this my portlet as a service in this project. So for that I need to do, like whatever project I have created, right click on that, go to new, and find for web service client here. So I will find that, click next. So basically this is asking for a service definition. So see, this service definition will be there here. It is asking for that because it will create all the required classes from this. So that is okay. Server runtime, make sure that your server runtime is your normal Tomcat, not your Liferay Tomcat. Your web service runtime is Apache Axis, that is fine, and your client project is a test plugin, that is also fine. This is the project which I created recently. Make sure that your browser, this scroll down is at the top. Otherwise it will not access because this is at the top, so it will basically test the client. Otherwise, see, this is the different functionality here. So make sure that your browser is at the top. Click next. This is fine. This is okay. Click next. That is also fine. Now it is asking for me a start a server because I need to run this project. For that I need to start a server. This is the server on normal Tomcat, not the Liferay. So I click on a start server. It is starting. Yeah, it has started. Click next. Make sure that you select all the methods which you created. This get point, set point and get employee service source will be a default method you have not created, but it will come automatically. And you have created create method, find by name method, remove method, update method here. So that make sure that it is checked. Run on server, that is fine, and click finish. So here it comes. This is my result. See, this all are maintained by this project automatically from a WSDL. Like suppose these are the methods which I created. Create, find by name, remove, update. So basically I can use it now. Like I want to create it. Whatever, suppose whatever primary key you give, 1, name, Manu, ID, 1. And when I invoke it, it will basically return up this thing, and the same thing I can find it in a database also. So my database is right now is this. Just a minute. Paste employee, okay. Okay, there it is. Just a minute. Liferay. Namespace is paste. Employee.
And it is the test employee.
Which one? Yeah, this is the test employee. The table is fine, but the record we inserted is not showing that. Just a minute. Okay, Eclipse. Yeah. This service is working fine. This is okay. Check. I need to refresh. I refresh it. So for that I need to basically see this. See, it is returning. Okay. Okay, just a minute.
It's going in some another database, I think.
Yeah, that's what I am looking for. So basically I am configuring my Tomcat. Here it is, software, code home, bundles, Liferay portal, Tomcat, web app, root, web INF, and classes. This is here.
Yes.
Okay, it is not. Okay. Just a minute. Yeah, I need to do this copy. Okay. Web app, root, web INF, classes. Put it here. Portlet-ext.properties. Okay, this is L profile. This is not required. I can basically do it. Acha, L portal. That is also fine, na? If I search for that.
You have another database, right?
Yeah. That is also fine. Check me for a L portal.
Yes, it is there.
That's it. So basically it is coming in one menu. Same way what you can do, you can find by name. Okay, but for this you need to do some coding. Just a minute, let me show for a update. 1, Manu 1, ID 1, invoke, and like this. See, it is fine. Manu1 and same is remove ID1 invoke. Result is coming. So basically, this is the CRUD operation for find by name. Because this find by name method, you are returning a collection here. So it will work, but you need to see. This is giving a blank because you need to manually do a what?
It's an object, so we need to iterate it, right?
Exactly. We need to iterate it in a JSP. So for that coding that is fine, na? Because that is the thing we need to be. I have that code. If you want that, I have that code basically. How you can iterate it like this. You need to search for a JSP here in Eclipse. You need to search for that like test plugin web content. Here it is result.jsp. In result.jsp you need to search for a method. Like suppose which method it is. Like suppose in you see this is a find by name method which has a number as 30. So basically in result.jsp you need to search for a 30 number. So basically that method you need to modify for getting the output. This is the method. It is coming, but it is coming as an array. So basically you need to iterate somewhere here. So I have put a code for that like this. I have iterated like this. Once you get the object here, so here you get the object. After that you need employee soap object which you will define above, and you iterate, you will get a whatever list dot get of 0. So basically it will give you a one DTO, whatever you called it. After that you can iterate it like this. Employee soap dot get name, employee soap dot get ID, get primary key, and you will get the result. So I hope you got that.
Yes.
Okay. So basically this is the practical implementation of like using a SOAP API. So I don't have a time for this, but for the REST API, but then also if you want, like suppose I can show you that thing. Like I have an ready example for REST API. So if you have any questions, then you
don't have time. That's fine with me. And if you don't have time, we can skip it right away and we can take it later on. Like whenever it's fine.
Okay, that I need to ask basically. Can I continue, or so can you give me a time? Just I will ask.
Sure.
Hello?
Yeah.
Actually I can continue. So if you have any question, then we can discuss or whatever. I will move to the REST API. So which one is a preferable? Means you have any questions, like you are asking something, or that is?
No, that's fine with me.
Okay. Fine with you? Okay. So see, this is the example of the SOAP API. The same way we can do it using a REST API also. So for that basically we need to do again same thing. So I have a Portlet here in documents. I have Portlet. Okay. I will copy this. Put in
So, Abdul, how much time you will take to this demonstrate the REST API?
No, actually the REST API is already at ready-made Portlet, so I don't need to do anything. If you want to understand any coding or any how to, then it will take time. Otherwise, it's a 5 to 10 minutes job.
Okay, fine.
So I have a portlet, a ready-made portlet. So basically I will directly take this portlet from where I have put it. The portlet is here. Now, whatever, suppose first I will demonstrate it, how you can use a REST API. After that, if you want, I can show you a coding part also. So basically, I will directly deploy this because everything is ready, I guess. Or do I need to, like, first of all, I will suppose build a service for creating a table in a database. So for that, I will build a service first. Actually, the problem in the previous Tomcat was I was working in some Apache Solar thing, so that's why that failed up. Like when I start it, it gives me error, so I basically configure another Tomcat. That's a little bit. Otherwise, it will be okay. What is happening? Liferay, Jersey, Portlet. What is this? Okay, that is fine. That is not a problem. Okay, let's do it again. What is happening? Liferay. Actually, REST API is a little bit easy compared to SOAP API because in this, not that much thing is required. Like you can directly hit a URL and you can get the link. And right now, in the nowadays, REST API is also much popular because SOAP API was used in earlier days, but in today, actually REST API is much more used. So basically, build is successful. After that, you can do a Liferay SDK and deploy. Make sure that deploy is successful. Okay, so this portlet is also deployed. Now we can use it in here. Add more, and the port name is like where it is. What name? What happened? What happened? One portlet for Liferay Jersey portlet is available for use. So it should be here. Yeah, it is here. So this is the portlet. So basically, now let me check for a database just. It is created or not. Yeah, I need to refresh it basically. Yeah, it is created. So basically, I need to, like, suppose this is a, can you see? This is two methods. Liferay Jersey RESTful web services, two methods. We can add a person and we can get a person. Okay, this is giving some problem. Okay, let me try this by URL. So basically view.jsp. That GUI has, I think, certain problems, so we can do it by URL. If you want, you can also configure it by GUI. That is not a problem, but actually you will get the idea. Like suppose this is for add person. So if you have used before any REST services, so you have an idea like that is a one URL. Whatever unique URL it is, we are passing a parameter and we are getting a result. So like suppose in this case my URL is this, and I have a method called the add person. After that I will provide the details like what things this is the method name, add person, means I want to add the data. After that I will provide a detail like suppose name. So this will be the name and actual name, like suppose Manu. After that address, this is the parameter, anywhere like suppose ABC. So this is the name parameter, this is the value of the name, this is the address as a parameter, this is the value of that. When I hit enter, it is saying not method not allowed. Why we? Just a minute. Okay, get it. Because the method I am accessing is a post method, so we can use a get person method. Okay, I got it. Just a minute. Let me give 2 minutes. Add person method when it is going to a servlet. So what it is doing, it is not able to get that method because it is in a post method, @post. So basically we need to do it get here. So this is the method add person, that is fine, and in view.jst something called post is there. I need to do it in a get. This is the which method? This is the add person again. So I need to do it get. See, when you are using a post method, so basically you need to do it by UI only, because in post method, whenever you are defining a method as a post, so you cannot directly give parameter in a URL because it's against to the post method. Because in post method you cannot pass a query string, because in post method the values cannot be seen. It is hidden. That is the functionality of a post method. So for in get method you can do that. So basically you need to, I think, change only 2 sides. That is fine. Okay. So let me again once deploy this. I think that UI has also the same problem because I am accessing. No, that is fine. That is post method. Now let me try this. Yeah. So this is the API you hit. You get the result, and let me check in a database. Yeah, it is coming. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yep.
Got it, yeah.
Hello?
Yes.
Hello? Yeah. I got it.
Hello?
Yes. We got it.
Hello?
Hello, Manu?
Yeah. We here. We can.
Yeah, we got it.
Hello? मुझसे ओ मुझसे ये बोलना आवाज नहीं आती. Hello?
Yeah, we got it.
Hello.
So basically, see, this is the okay. So where it is? See, you have inserted data in this like this way. So add person, that is, and it is inserted in the database. The same way you can get also. If you have any query now, then ping me. Basically, I can't hear you. So I will reply by chat if you have any problem. So where it is? Just, yeah, here it is. So same way you can also get that details like this. Instead of add person, you need to do a get person, that is a method name, and whatever ID you have in your database. आवाज नहीं आती, सामने से बोले तो। अब मुझे नहीं आ रही है, चलेगा वैसे उन लोगों को आ रही है, लिख रहे हैं नो इश्यूज, उन लोगों को मेरी आ रही है, मुझे उनकी नहीं आ रही। अभी तो वैसा एंडी है, चलेगा, ऐसा कोई टेंशन नहीं है।
हेलो,
ठीक है ना?
हेलो,
कोई बात नहीं। सो बेसिकली same way you can use a get person method, and you need to provide a same ID which is in a table name like a 0. So this method get person it is defined here like this, get person, and it is expecting a ID as a parameter. So basically you have to follow this pattern, you cannot change this. Like in add person also I have followed the method like slash name, so I put exactly like this, and slash address, so exactly like this, because it is expecting in a servlet that you are calling add person method with the name parameter, whatever name you are giving, with the address parameter, whatever address you are giving. And the same thing it is expecting the get person. So get person, the method name should be same, the ID parameter should be same, and whatever ID you are providing here. So you cannot change this. So basically get person and whatever 0 ID if you get, and click enter. Just a minute, sorry. This is the get person, then ID as a parameter, and then its value, and it's 0. So basically it is returning person ID 0, person name Manu, person address ABC. Fine. So I think that's all from my side, because this is the CRUD operation. In that I have shown you only two, like how to fetch the data and how to insert the data. The same way you can follow and do the update.